Listen, semen retention gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. See, a lot of these dudes just don't understand. They just don't see behind closed doors. Listen, the behind closed doors, what you do in the dark must come to the light. I'm going to say it again. Behind closed doors, what you do in the dark must come to the light. You look at these dudes' bodies, and they look like a sack of potatoes. You walk down the street, you see dudes looking like a skeleton. There's no muscles on the body. Listen, you have to understand, you have to stay away from these type people. And if they do have muscles, if they're not retaining their seed, listen, everybody who is not retaining their seed, stay away from these people. These people are in a dark place. And I'm going to tell you why they're in a dark place is because they can't control their lust. So I know, with the information I know about lust, that if you can't control your lust, you have no creative energy. You have no spiritual force. You have no fire in your eyes. Listen, I don't want to be around that type of person. Listen, I'm preaching everybody who is watching my content. Listen, you need to be an introvert. And the reason I'm telling you is you need to be an introvert because you do not want to fit in with these dudes. You don't want to fit in with nobody. Listen, be an individual. Be yourself. Listen, get your passport and travel the world. And don't travel the world because, oh, passport bros told you that Philippines women, they treat you right. Now you gonna go over there and you gonna end up with a transmission. Listen, stop the nonsense. Control your lust. Go to the Philippines because you like the weather. Go to the Philippines because you like the architect. That's what you go to the Philippines for. And if you manage to find a wife over there, hey, you didn't look for it though. It's called attracting it. Now, a lot of these dudes want you to rush. Oh, why you 20 years old and you don't got no kids? Bro, you need to hurry up and get some kids. In the melanated community, they will tell you need to rush to get kids. Also, you can have child support and a baby mother that you don't even like. You just wanted the one night stand, but guess what? She told you she didn't want it. She didn't want you to use the rubber. So guess what? You went in there raw diggity dog, and now you got a baby, a puppy, a raw puppy dog, and you can't even take care of it. So guess what? How is that in your best interest to listen to other people? This is why you need to be an introvert. Because listen, when you're an introvert, you can be a multi-billionaire and nobody will even know. You don't have to have 100,000 subscribers to be a multi-millionaire. You don't have to have 100,000. You don't have to have 100K on Instagram to be a multi-millionaire. You can be a multi-millionaire in low-key. Because guess what happens when you low-key and a multi-millionaire? Nobody knows you're rich. Nobody knows you got the lamb yours. Not even the closest people to you. Listen, in the melanated community, a lot of times you just gotta block your family members. Like besides your mom, besides your parents and you feel me? You just gotta block your family members. Cause listen, a lot of times they're bringing on generational curses. We're not bringing on generational curses. They want you to have the same life as your dad did. They want you to grow up and be like your dad. They want you to grow up and be like your mother. Listen, you need to grow up and be like yourself. You need your own legacy. And this is why I tell people, listen, we might as well retain for 7 to 10 years. Listen, every man must retain for 7 to 10 years strong. No relapses for 7 to 10 years. No orgasm. You know why? Because when you do that, guess what? You have controlled all your lust. So now when you get the 100 million, you're not going to do dumb stuff with the 100 million. When you get the Lamborghini yours, you're not going to see that double trouble bubble in traffic and crash it into a stoplight, into a pole. You're not going to do that. You're not going to be riding around with kilos in the trunk, knowing damn well it's illegal. You're not going to have to do that just because you want to get laid. You're going to be able to take your time. And listen, when you're not in competition with people, you actually win the race. Listen, I want to tell all men, listen, my content is not just for the youth. My content is for men in general, the men who enjoy manhood, if you enjoy manhood, then guess what? My content is for you. Listen, I'm not trying to sell you anything. All I'm doing is trying to give you this knowledge, this wisdom, because it's not game. I'm not giving you game, because as a masculine man, we don't play games. Games are childish. We do not play games. We handle business. That's why we walk around with the biceps. That's why we walk around with the shoulders. That's why we don't walk around with the small chest. Listen, we obviously put in the work. And we're going to keep putting in the work. Listen, a lot of dudes tell you, oh, you need this, you need that. Just look at their life. You don't need that. Listen, when you do stuff big, you do it big for real. You could pull up in a helicopter in 7 to 10 years from now. You could have a Lamborghini yacht 7 to 10 years from now if you put the hard work and dedication in. A lot of dudes, listen, this generation, they're teaching you on TikTok how to effortlessly just attract $1 million. They want you to have the effortlessly mindset. They want you to have the mindset where you can just attract $1 million just randomly out of the blue with not doing nothing, with no work. Listen, we don't have that mindset as masculine man. Listen, we're gonna work hard. And guess what? When we get the $1 million, it's gonna feel earned. We're gonna feel like an accomplished man. When dudes want to play God, they want to play the genie. So they just want the money to appear. Listen, it's cool to say our affirmations, but that's just to get our mindset good. But guess what? Faith without works is dead. I'm telling you, faith without works is dead. They want you to be delusional. Listen, don't be delusional. Listen, live in reality. Reality is the truth. Reality is the real. If you don't like your life, listen, when you look in the mirror, if you don't like yourself when you look in the mirror, get in the gym. Listen, as a masculine man on semen retention, 7 to 10 years, imagine when you finally settle down in 7 to 10 years to get that one woman that you want, right? You can have 8 to 10 kids with. You went 7 to 10 years, so guess what? You got multiple properties. You got your own land, so guess what? When she say, I'm pregnant, oh, it's a celebration. You don't got to say, honey, I'm about to go to the store and get some milk. And then guess what? Oh, shit, where you been? It's 3 years later. Listen, you don't have to worry about that. Everything will work out when you take your time. Listen, to be an artist, a lot of artists, when they draw amazing things, it doesn't take 30 seconds. No, it may take 3 months to finish the painting, the drawing. And guess what happens after that 3 months? You think the painting that's drawn in 30 seconds is better than the painting that's drawn in 3 months? Listen, semen retention gang, you know what's going on. Take your time. You don't have to rush and get the Lamborghini when you're 20 years old. The Lamborghini will feel better when you're 40. Because now when you get the Lamborghini at 40, you're going to be mature and you're not going to want to race people down the street. Now you're getting all these tickets. You're catching all these flat tires. You didn't crash your car because you're acting childish. You're not acting responsible with it, so you need to wait. Semen retention gang, you know what's going on. Dudes keep on relapsing. They think they got the time to relapse. The time that you were edging was the time you could have been doing pull-ups. The time you was asking about a zodiac sign was the times you could have been doing your dips. The time you was texting that girl was the time you could have been doing sit-ups. That's why you look like a sack of potatoes. You can't get the girl you want. Listen, wait till you're established. Listen, dudes cannot, like, how can you be mad at this message? If I tell you to wait till you're established, you won't have to go 50-50 with your wife. You'll be able to pay for 100% of everything. Not because, oh, she's using me. That's a victim mindset. You're not a victim. Listen, let those people feel like that. That's not your thought. That's not your thought. Listen, you will be a multi-millionaire, a billionaire. You done retained your seed for 7 to 10 years. You got all that life force energy and creativity inside. Don't let the media lie to you. They telling you 2025, oh, the world's about to end, the world's about to end. Guess what? They said that in 2012. And we still here. Listen, this is what happens when people try to play God. Try to play G-O-D. Listen, these people will never be G-O-D. We are humans. Put in the hard work. Keep grinding. And listen, bro. Semen retention gang, you know what's going on.